Hey guys, this is P.M.R.Bonez88, and today for my next superhero movie review that I'll be talking about today is Hellboy. The director Guillermo del Toro, who directed this first Hellboy movie, and he also directed other films that he did in the past or in the present, or other upcoming films that will come in the theaters too. So this superhero, new superhero for me was Hellboy, and of course it was based off the Dark Horse comics, and I'm not really familiar with this character. I never read the comic books of Hellboy. It was new for me. It was really new and kind of an unfamiliar superhero just to see in action, and I thought at first it was just a made up superhero, but it was a good movie. It was a good a superhero with all the supernatural, the action, and the adventure, and my eyes were surprised just to see this Hellboy movie that is part man, part devil, and in all attitude. The character Hellboy, which was played by Ron Perlman, he was a familiar actor, and I've seen him in other films besides Hellboy. And I think the last movie I saw him was in Alien Resurrection. He was all crazy and nuts, and this dude is a beast. And comparing with him and Arnold Schwarzenegger and all the other expendable action actors, this dude is perfect. He was perfect for this role, and originally there were horns, but apparently he must have cut it off or shaves it just not to make him the devil himself. But I don't want to go overboard and tell you. For Hellboy, he works at this secret non-governmental organization, or is it governmental? The paranormal or the paranoid delusions, or for all the supernatural. So he's a secret agent, and he goes undercover and he tries to make a low profile, but apparently for Hellboy, he wants to be seen. He wants to be seen on TV, in the newspaper, or here on the radio. And some people do like him, or some people are afraid of him because he's so different and he's the devil. He's half man, half devil, but tries to blend in. And also he does his own way. He doesn't take orders from no one sometimes. And he was also born and raised by his father, of course, the professor, which is played by John Hurt. He was also another familiar actor. So he was born and he was raised, just like a regular normal, trying to make a regular normal person. And of course, they met other psychics, other supernatural beings, such as the blue sea creature named Abraham, taken by the president himself, Abraham Lincoln, but sometimes they call him Abe for short. And Hellboy's girlfriend, of course, played by Selma Blair. She's human, but she has the power to control fire, and with these visual effects, the action, it was all fantastic and all phenomenal and really superb just to see this movie in action. I wanted to see this in theaters, but I was only 16, so this was before when I had money or before I got a job. I was in high school, so I was a kid. I would sneak into the theaters though, but I couldn't. I was a goody two-shoe back then, but who cares? So anyways, with all the characters and all the action and this new villain, a bad guy. So anyways, in the beginning he wanted to create a portal, create apocalypse, and to make a portal of some sort, he made a machine that was back in the 1940s. What he wanted was bring all these 7 gods of chaos and to create his own apocalypse, to create a hell on earth, which of course he failed, but he came back again in the present time. He came back in return and searching for Hellboy, because he was the key to bring out the 7 gods of chaos. But for my favorite character besides Hellboy, was the guy in the gas mask. I don't know his name. Well, I can't even pronounce his name. The only thing I liked about him that he has these cool knives that came out of his hand. Did all these karate shits, and it was so epic. I have to admit that was the biggest epic scene ever. And of course, in the present time, he had these different knives, and like I said, epic character, epic scene, epic fights. But what really like kind of freaked me out is where he had nothing but he had all these weird different skins, and he had no lips, no eyelashes. He was gross. That dude was like so gross and so gruesome, like a walking dead corpse. I don't even know how to describe it, but with all these characters, with all these visual effects and all these weird CGI effects too, I have to say that this was my very first time seeing Hellboy in action and seeing what the characters can be, what the characters can like act, and of all the actors and actresses, they were blending in, they were fitting into the characters right. Well, I have to say for Selma Blair's character, she didn't look too enthusiastic because some of these scenes, most of the time, she always have a blank face or tries to make an expression or try to give emotions to the character, but she couldn't. I wish she could have done better. I mean, all she ever had was this blank face, and she wouldn't take it so serious. Well, I have to say it's my opinion, folks. Okay, so it is my opinion. So, and as for the other character, Abe, I would expect him to do more action scene. I want to see him in action, see him fighting. I like Hellboy. He's more of a go by the book and being a goody two shoe. But I like Hellboy because he does the opposite. He go on his own way. So he's one of these superhero characters, and all the elements. He's a rebel. He could be a slacker, or sometimes a show off. So after done, I'm talking about this film a little short, but just at least know what about this film and what Hellboy really is. So just to rate this film, I have to give it a 90 out of 100. This movie was so amazing, and I do own this film on Blu-ray and DVD. So the next time for my next superhero movie review that I'll be talking about next week is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. And this is P.M.R.Bonez88 signing off and saying is, peace!